Elon Musk's social media platform X has suspended multiple accounts belonging to opposition figures in Turkey amid significant civil unrest in the nation. Musk, who identifies as a supposed champion of free speech, stated that he acquired X with the intention of reinstating free expression on the platform. These account suspensions occurred following large-scale protests triggered by the recent arrest of Istanbul Mayor Ekrem İmamoğlu, who is a primary political rival of Turkish President Erdogan. İmamoğlu was detained mere hours before being nominated as a presidential candidate for the main opposition party, the Republican People's Party, also known as the CHP. Despite the government's 4-day ban on gatherings, opposition protests have continued to escalate. Much of the dissent has been concentrated in universities, with numerous individuals involved in the protests reporting that their X accounts have been suspended, according to observers. Yusuf Khan, coordinator and analyst at the Wilson Center Middle East program, informed Politico that most of these suspended accounts were linked to university activists who were primarily disseminating information about protests and locations for students. Many of these accounts belong to grassroots activists with followings in the tens of thousands. Some accounts seem to be suspended only within Turkey while remaining accessible elsewhere. Activist Omar Faruk Aslan has created a secondary account to circumvent censorship. Turkey's Interior Minister Ali Yerlikaya announced on X that authorities have identified 326 social media accounts supposedly inciting hatred, with 72 of these located abroad, he says. A coordinated effort between cyber and security agencies resulted in the arrest of 54 individuals connected to these social media accounts. On Saturday, Yerlikaya reported that 343 individuals were arrested overnight during a third consecutive night of protests against İmamoğlu's detention. Arrests took place in cities including Istanbul, Ankara, Izmir, Adana, Antalya, and Konya, as reported by various media outlets. A Turkish social media regulation enacted in 2022 grants the government extensive and ambiguous authority to control and suppress online content. This is not the first instance of X limiting content access within this nation. In 2023, during Erdogan's re-election campaign, X imposed restrictions on content to ensure Twitter remains available to the people of Turkey, as stated by its Global Government Affairs account. Musk remarked that the choice is to have Twitter throttled in its entirety or limit access to some tweets. He also indicated that X would publicly disclose the requests made by the Turkish government. At the same time, access to social media platforms such as X, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube have faced restrictions in Turkey, as reported by the internet monitoring organization NetBlocks. According to transparency reports, X complied with approximately 86% of government requests to remove content in the latter half of 2024 in Turkey, an increase from 68% in the first half of the year. Although this compliance rate is lower than that of the European Union, which reached 90% in the same period, Turkish authorities submit about 6 times more takedown requests per capita. X has not provided a request for comment yet.